chicken, I could not eat turkey, I could not eat fish, I could not eat egg. Everything was smelling. You already know what we are going to be discussing from the title of the video. It simply says first trimester dealt with me. Like seriously, first trimester dealt with Nurse Miss Mary. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about the signs and symptoms of first trimester, the ones I experienced, and generally what people experience during their first trimester. I'm still going to be telling you what is being formed during the first trimester, and also what you should take note of during the first trimester, so your baby is properly formed with no neurological or nervous system disorder. Good day everyone, and welcome back to Nurses Lecture Room YouTube channel. My name is Miss Mary, popularly known as a nurse with the difference, and I make learning easy and accessible for all my viewers. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the various signs and symptoms of first trimester, the various signs and symptoms of the first trimester, what you should do, what supplements you should take. Because the first trimester, when a woman notices that she's pregnant, she's usually very excited, especially when the baby is wanted. She's usually very excited and at the same time anxious and worried about, oh, what is going to happen next? How am I going to cope with the next 9 months? So today I'm going to be sharing with you the signs and symptoms, and also what you should do during the first trimester. But before we go into details into this class, if you are new on our YouTube channel, please click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our video. Thank you very much, and let's go there. Alright, welcome back. Like I earlier said, today we're going to be talking about the signs and symptoms of the first trimester, what you should do, the supplements you should take when you are on your first trimester, and how you'll be able to manage the things around, the things that takes place during your first trimester. It is usually a scene of joy when a woman take the pregnancy test and she finds out that, oh, I am pregnant, especially when the pregnancy is wanted. But most times, these women, they are anxious, they are worried about, oh, how is this 9 months going to look like? How am I going to cope? Am I going to cope effectively well? Will the baby be formed properly? So I'm going to be discussing with you the signs and symptoms, what you should take note of during this first trimester, what you should do to feel better during the first trimester. First of all, what happens during the first trimester? During the first trimester, the baby's nervous system is being formed. The baby's brain is formed. The baby's spinal cord is formed. So during this period, you have to be extremely careful what you take in to avoid any deformity when it comes to the brain and the spinal cord formation during this period. So during this period of the first trimester, which lasts to the 14 weeks, it's advisable you stay away from caffeinated drinks. Yes, it's advisable you stay away from caffeinated drinks. It's advisable you stay away from alcohol. It's advisable you stay away from smoking, because all this can affect the formation of the baby. And also, during this first trimester, it's advisable you take some supplements such as your folic acid, the fesolate, vitamin D, and vitamin C. Vitamin C helps to boost your immune system. Vitamin D is important for bone formation. Folic acid and the fesolate are very important when it comes to the formation of the spinal cord, the formation of the nervous system. So you take the supplements that will help you to survive that first trimester. So let me share my experience personally, what happened during my first trimester. Before I did the pregnancy test, I started having some funny symptoms. First of all, I had a missed period. Yes, I had a missed period. I missed my period, but I didn't really want to take into consideration that I was pregnant, in the sense that I was stressed out during that period. I just relocated. It's 1 month. Yeah, it was not up to 1 month I relocated when I noticed that I missed my period. So I just relocated to the UK. I felt it was a stress. So I didn't really want to stress my brain doing some pregnancy tests and all that, though I was expecting it in quotes. So I missed my period. All of a sudden, I started having weakness of my body. Like I was feeling weak, feeling like I don't have strength. Any small thing, I don't have strength. I am tired. So I was having this weakness. I was nauseating. I was like, I want to throw up, but I was not vomiting. So I really wanted to throw up, but I was not vomiting. I was having swollen breast and tender breast. Immediately I noticed that, I had to tell myself, Mercy Mary, this is the time for you to do a pregnancy test. Do a pregnancy test. So I got the pregnancy test strip, went to the bathroom, I carry out some urine. For those that don't know how to do the home pregnancy test, I'm going to drop the link in the description box below, so you watch the video and you're able to carry out that pregnancy test. So I did a pregnancy test, and lo and behold, it was 2 lines, which means I was pregnant. Was I excited? I was excited. At the same time, I was worried, in the sense that I just took my master's form. So I was worried, how am I going to cope with the first trimester? Because I have an idea of what the first trimester could look like. How am I going to cope with the first trimester? How am I going to cope with my master's program? And also, how am I going to cope with my new job? So all these things clustered my head at that particular moment. That was when I started thinking, oh, Miss Mary, how are you going to do that? But at the end, I'm glad I was able to scale through. So after those signs I listed before, I said there was weakness, there was nausea, there was swollen tender breast, and also there was missed period, and I was feeling sick. So I did the pregnancy test. So after knowing I was pregnant, I was like, I was pregnant. So I started having some other funny symptoms, which is common with first trimester. I started having this aversion, food aversion. Food started smelling like I could not eat chicken, I could not eat turkey, I could not eat fish, I could not eat egg. Everything was smelling. I could not eat food that is spicy. Everything was choking me up. I could not even, cooking was a problem, because cooking, the smell and everything gets into my nose, and I am choked up and I am angry. So that food aversion actually affected me badly. That was one of the signs that really killed me. Even while I go to work, like it's time for my coffee break or my lunch break, going to the coffee room was a problem to me, because when people are eating their meal, when they are microwaving their food, it's killing me, but I can't say anything. So I had that challenges. Food aversion was one of my major problem in first trimester. I was like, I hated the smell of food. Like I didn't really want, I could not eat properly during that period. So in terms of food, I started cooking food with no spice at all. I only cook my food with just salt, Maggi, and the main ingredients, especially rice. You see me cooking rice, palm oil rice, with nothing in stock in it. With that, I was able to eat little. So I have really suffered a lot during my first trimester when it comes to feeding. So what actually saved me was the supplements I was taking, which was the fesolate, folic acid. At least the supplement was able to balance it. Then I increased my water intake. Yes, I increased my water intake, and some fruit juice I was able to take. So if you're having food aversion, you can apply this, and also ensure you take your supplement constantly. So that is going to help. To some people, during the first trimester, they might not have food aversion, but rather they may have food cravings. They will be craving for some particular food at a particular time. Yeah, so some people, they may have food cravings, but mine, I was personally having what? Food aversion. I was not having any appetite at all. Then also I was having nausea and vomiting daily. It was just like after I did the pregnancy test, before I was having nausea, but now I was having nausea and vomiting daily. I was vomiting daily, constantly, personally, every morning. Brushing my teeth was a problem, in the sense that whenever I want to brush my teeth, I throw up. So these were the challenges I was having in my first trimester that made me say first trimester death with me. To some people, they might not be having this particular symptoms. It varies from individuals, but these are the particular symptoms I was having. You might experience 1 or 2 of the symptoms I had, or experience more. Then also, I already said nausea and vomiting. Then also frequency in micturition. You always want to go to the toilet every time going to the toilet to pee. Yes, if you're having that as a pregnant woman in your first trimester, it's normal. These are the signs that you just experienced. Everybody reacts to that baby at the early stage differently. You get. So after then, the symptoms became very obvious. So I had to contact my GP, let them know I was pregnant, let them know my past surgical history. So they advised that I go for an early pregnancy scan, which I did, and I found out that the baby is 8 weeks already. The baby is what? The baby is 8 weeks already, and the baby was already hitting in the scan. So it was really an exciting moment for me. The baby gave me the courage to be able to push through with the pregnancy period and also the master's period. So for those that are having food aversion, look for the food that you feel you will be able to eat, food that you are familiar with, food that you know, okay, you like eating, you enjoy eating, and eat it. If you know you are going to take this particular food and it's going to make you throw up, it's advisable you stay away from it. And also follow bumper to bumper with your supplements, because those supplements will go a long way, especially the folic acid, the fesolate, those blood, they call it blood medicine, let's put it that way. They help a lot when it comes to the brain formation and also the spinal cord formation. Outside of symptoms I just listed, some individuals experience heartburn during the first trimester, but personally I experienced heartburn in the third trimester. I'm going to be sharing that too. But personally, I experienced heartburn in the third trimester. But some people experience heartburn in the first trimester. Some people also experience constipation in the first trimester. Yes, constipation in the first trimester. And some people also have this spotting, like they call it implantation bleeding, when the baby has implanted, or the baby is already implanted. So some people have this light spotting while they are pregnant. And also some people, their sexual urge decreases. Yes, they don't really want to have sex because they are weak, they are tired, they're angry at the same time. So during the first trimester, the sexual urge might also decrease. So it's just a matter of letting your partner know about what is happening, the hormonal change in your body. So if you know you've experienced the first trimester and you would like to share with us the signs and symptoms you experience, you can drop in the comment section so we also learn from you. So these are personally my experience and also some common experience, also common signs and symptoms of the first trimester that most people experience. So thank you very much for staying tuned. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget the signs and symptoms that we shared with you. If you have any question, you can drop in the comment section. We will try as much as possible to provide answers to that question. So thank you very much. This is Nurse Mary saying thank you very much for staying tuned. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to share with a friend if you got value. Bye and see you in our next video. I love you all. Bye.